So before I begin this video and preview day 9 of the World Cup group stage game, I just want to quickly mention that this will be the last time until next week that I will be doing a preview and review video for the World Cup. And the reason why I say that is because I am going to be going to LA again this weekend. I am going to be there to watch a couple of matches, do a baseball vlog, and also I will be there to go to an LAFC versus Columbus Crew game where I'll be joining and representing the Save the Crew movement there. So that's why I of course cannot do those videos, because if you guys remember the last time when I went to LA, I tried to do the MLS preview review videos, and it did not work whatsoever because the internet that I was staying in, or the hotel that I was staying in, really suck. So I expect it's probably going to be the same because I'm actually staying in the same place. And yeah, just to let you guys know that I won't be doing this kind of stuff for this weekend. But either way, let's actually talk about this match, or not talk about this match, but let's talk about all three of these matches that happens in day number 9. And in this 3 matches, what is good about these 3 matches is that I don't think any of these teams can get eliminated into this tournament from all these matches. Although I think maybe Costa Rica, if let's say Brazil win and also Serbia win, then I think they will be eliminated because they won't have enough points for the last game to make up to try to maybe get a win and maybe somehow move on to the next round. So Costa Rica might be on the backs against the walls in this game, and it doesn't feel good when their backs against the wall and that they have to face Brazil in this match. And yeah, Brazil, they didn't get a result in the last time, and it was a pretty shocking result considering the fact that they have won their last 6 World Cup opener, and that this was the first time they didn't win a World Cup opener game in 34 years. But I have a feeling they're not going to do the same thing. I have a feeling that this Brazilian team they probably got the wake-up call from that Switzerland game, and this team should be much, much better when they play against Costa Rica. And for Costa Rica, they just hope that Keylor Navas can do exactly what he did against Serbia, which is make some really big save. And he really need to be. And I have a feeling he's going to be very busy in this game, considering the fact that Neymar, Firmino, and all those other Brazilian attacker is going to just pepper spray his goal in this game. And it will be interesting to see how many saves that he will get, and how, if he have a good performance, then I think Costa Rica could potentially get something out of this game. But yeah, moving on into the next match, and this is probably the biggest match of these 3 games. It's Nigeria versus Iceland, and the reason why this is a huge match is because of what happened yesterday with Argentina losing to Croatia. That means that it just gave a huge, wide open door for Nigeria and Iceland to leapfrog Argentina and get into that second spot, where whoever finished second will be moving on into the knockout stage. And certainly if I look at this game, despite the fact that you would say that Nigeria definitely has the more talented player, and that they definitely would be a team that most likely going to be on the attacking end for majority of this game, don't count out Iceland in this game. And Iceland, I know that they're going to be very defensive, and that they will, of course, try to break down teams with the counter-attack. And this is a Nigerian team that has not done very well in terms of defending. So if Iceland can catch Nigeria on the break, most likely that's where the big chances of where Iceland can score goals. And really, for me, I always said that I root for Iceland as my second team in this tournament, and I definitely hope that they do well in this game. Um, Even though that's kind of like a biased statement, I did. If you look at my preview, I said that Iceland and Argentina is gonna move on, and looking at now and how Argentina has pretty much been failing big time in this tournament, let's just hope that Iceland does not let me down in terms of my prediction. I mean, if Croatia and Nigeria will move on, yeah, that will be. It would be a slap in my face in terms of my prediction and how I just got that group completely wrong. But I have a feeling that Iceland can get something out of this because this is a team that, for whatever reason, without the talented player on their team, and they have the cohesive kind of unit in their team, is going to be the ultimate factor of how they can potentially get something and even get a win against Nigeria. And really, I think for Nigeria, if they do not win this game, yeah, they are in big trouble, okay? Because if Nigeria win this game, then Iceland would be only 2 points back, and they still have a chance to move on, although they are playing against Croatia next, which, seeing what Croatia has done so far in this tournament, that is definitely not going to be easy. But for Nigeria, if they want to get through, they got to win this game because they're facing Argentina next. And I know Argentina hasn't been very well so far in this tournament, but that is a team alongside with Nigeria is going to fight and crawl their way into that second spot. So, yeah, certainly it will be a big game for both teams. And for me, on my bias standpoint, because I'm kind of rooting for Iceland, I really want Iceland to beat Nigeria in that game. But yeah, moving on to the final match. So Serbia, of course, are currently top of Group F right now, or not Group F, Group E right now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how they are on top of Group E. Consider their group contained the likes of Brazil, Costa Rica, and Switzerland, and they're going to be playing against a Swiss team that certainly looked very good against Brazil, and this is definitely going to be a tougher team to break down and to try to get something out of it for Serbia than it was with Costa Rica in the last match for Serbia. And yeah, this is a one is hard to call because both of these teams are pretty talented. For Serbia, they got to make sure they finish those chances that they missed in the last game because, against Switzerland, I don't know if they're going to get as much chance as they got with Costa Rica. And for Switzerland, if they can be very compact in the defense and going forward, they can look at least half or 3/4 of decency, then I think that they could potentially get something out of it. And, like I said, this is a tough one to call because both of these teams are right around the same level in terms of how good they are. So this will be very interesting to see, and maybe you could argue that these two teams this is a game where the winner of this game could potentially move on to the next round, and the loser of this game will be out of the World Cup. And so far, if that is the case, then Switzerland's got to win this one because Serbia has more points than Switzerland. And if Serbia lose this one, they'll still be at 3 points, and Switzerland will be at 4. And depending on the Brazil and Costa Rica game, if Brazil gets a win, then they'll be at 4. Costa Rica wins, they'll be at 3. And Serbia will still have a lifeline heading into the final day of the week to try to maybe move on to the next group stage, although they are facing Brazil in that final match day. So yeah, it's definitely good. Serbia would definitely want to clinch their chances of moving on into the next round in this match, but we will see what's gonna happen in this game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below of all 3 of these games, and let me know what's your prediction of all 3 of these games. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash that subscribe button, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.